Okay, this is an introduction about the Scratch. I'm going to explain the basic foundation of this gaming design. So basically, Scratch is programming tools that's already designed by MIT scientists in the United States to make it easier for the children to study about the programming. As we know, in the past it is very much difficult to understand the programming languages because of so many programming languages that we know in the markets, for example, from SQL, JavaScript, Python, and many things. But these days, we make it simple. We don't need to understand about the script, how to make the script, but we need to understand how about the logical framework only. So we are going to study and teach the student here about how to understand the logical framework in programming. This is the basic foundation that we are going to teach to our student. Uh, as you can see in the screen, this is what we call as the Scratch. Scratch consists of what on the left side, this one we call this as a coding block. This coding block is consists of so many coding here. This is what we call as the motion blocks. In the motion block, we give instruction to the sprite. We call this as a sprite. This is what we call as a sprite. We give instruction to the sprite on the coding block based in the coding. So the second one, which is called as the block, and the third one, this is called as coding states. We put all the coding here, make it by sequence everything, and this is what we call as the states. The states consist of so many objects here. We call it that as a sprite. We give the instruction to the sprite on the coding block here. All the coding being put based on the logical framework, based on the sequence, based on the event, based on the looping, everything. This is what we are going to study, how to make the looping and how to make the process, sequence, everything. So we're going to study and teach the student here about the languages, programming languages, and make it simple as possible. Then student will understand the programming foundation that eventually they're gonna make the games like this. I'm gonna give you an example what kind of game we already produced here. This is one example of the game that we have produced here in Mario Bros. We can start by pressing this one. You can see the sprite moving.